Here we are, right? Hey, you know what I want you to do? Remember this day because this is the beginning, right? All those fans out there saying things like, should I say rival fans, and even some 49er fans out there saying things like, "Man, why don't y'all calm down, man? Ain't like you going to the Super Bowl. This has been a coaching change. You still trash." Hey, you know what? We haven't been relevant. Let's count back. Last time we really scared anybody or drew any kind of like, ooh, the 49ers, you got to go all the way back to 2013. So I'm understanding the bullet. I'm understanding the conversation. Uh, that's 4 years almost. That's three. Yeah, we haven't done anything or impressed anybody for a long time. But now, and here's another thing. If you're like me, you're loving the fact that everybody's talking about the inexperience of the two people we've got in. Watch next year. I say the combination of John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan could become somewhat of a prototype, especially if they enjoy any success. Am I right? You know I'm right. Because you know what? Nobody's ever, okay, Pete Carroll, I understand, has done the same similar situation. It's just not a normal thing to do to have your coach and your GM pretty much almost on equal ground. So, looking forward to be able to say, see, get out of my face. So, and did you check out Louis Riddick? Let me check the channel here to make sure, because I'll be on Facebook. I'll be watching on Facebook, because we're going to handle, afterward, there's going to be a Q&A from what I understand, with the players. And 49ers.com, I understand, for 49ers on Facebook. And also, that's two websites, 49er Facebook, and, the 49er app, of course. It's going to be a lovely day. It's going to be a lovely day. Wait, let me get my page over here because I don't want to miss a minute. So we're supposed to get a notice anytime, and if it starts without me, then I'm going to be pissed. I hope this works. Anyway, I'm laughing. Let me get back to Louis Riddick is my favorite guy. This just came a few minutes ago. I was laughing. Louis Riddick is all pissed off. Remember how Louis Riddick was talking about 49ers is a glorious situation to go into. Josh McDaniels is an incredible choice. Now, Louis, he went on the air earlier today. He did this today. I didn't even catch that. He went on the air and listed the 49ers as the worst of the 6 inherited situations by a new head coach. Louis. Rick was not a candidate for the general manager job during the second round of interviews, and John Lynch was hired instead of him. And also, Louis was linked to Patriots Josh McDaniels, and we hired somebody else and didn't come back to Louis for a second interview. You know what I'm saying, though? Why would he show his ass like that and embarrass himself? Louis, leave it alone. There's no need to be bitter. You're still at ESPN. You just weren't the best man for the job. You're the one who tied yourself at the hip with Josh McDaniels. Who was stupid here? So, what did Riddick have to say about the 49ers job back in January? What Jed York is setting up is a situation where now you can really, literally, in every sense of the word, build from the ground up. Hey, you know what? We lost out. I wanted Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is now the OC over with the Rams. Damn. I'm really not happy with that. I wanted Matt LaFleur to come in because Matt LaFleur is now, he's taking Kyle Shanahan's stuff and gave it to the Rams. Not only that, he can fill the Rams defensive coordinator, Wade Phillips, in on some of the nuances of Kyle's offense. Kyle should have, you can't keep all your people, right? But I kind of wish, we got Mike LaFleur, but I kind of wish he would have kept Matt as well. LaFleur is over and have them assist him, since he's not going to go with an OC anyway, get all those assistants. But see, now Matt has a title of, He's down the OC from what I understand. That kind of bothers me, man, because I wanted. Uh-oh. I'm getting. I better go back to my old reliable spot here to get this, because this doesn't look good here. Says this is not available. Okay, let's. Okay. Anyway, my beef is let Kyle call the offensive plays. This is why I was saying I don't want him to come over and be the head coach and then take him away from being the offensive coach. You don't need OCs are just you need assistants to what you do, and then you continue to be Kyle Shanahan, the man who has the seventh most productive offense, not this year, in league history. Shh, man. But hell yes. Hey, R49, Kyle knows we won't do great at first. No, not really. There's another thing I was saying too. Nobody told the haters, nobody said we're going to the Super Bowl the first year. Everybody says we got some work to do. There's people to put on this team. There's just too much to learn to be going to any Super Bowl in 1 year. We're not even going to the playoffs next year. But what I do want is that 7-9. When you go 7-9, especially in this situation, it's an indication that you may have a plan. Now, when you drop the, when you do the Jimmy T and you squeeze out 5 wins, and when you do the Chip Kelly and you struggle to get 2 wins and you had to get them both against the same team, then and only then do you say to yourself, we ain't going nowhere. And then Jamari, you're right. Jamiri, is that right? Jamari, me? Yeah, the quarterback situation is a little worrisome because I, for one, don't want to be. This quarterback situation has to be solved now, please. Don't take a long time to get that straightened out because there's things, and I understand that Matt Schaub, and everybody said, man, please don't bring me Matt Schaub. That dude is one of the only people in history that threw as many INTs as he did. Uh-oh. I hear noise. I hear bubbling. It went away. Oh, there it is. Every minute, I see all kind of people I know in there. I'm on Facebook, right? Yeah. Hot. Maybe we shouldn't move it. It was okay until it moved. Let me see what's here. Yeah. All right. And maybe, it should be starting now, right? Maybe we should just click it. Yeah. Here comes the noise of music again. Says, I don't want to miss a word. I want to see the very beginning. They're probably a little late, I hope, right? Or else I got a little delay. Hey, excuse my delay, because I am on YouTube and it may be just a little bit behind you, okay? And I'm not watching television, so it might be just a little bit behind. My apologies. All right. And Daddy 69693, Kyle is going to be the OC. Nick Hicks says, now we getting at least 7 or 8. Yeah, no, Nick. I mean, we got to get at least 7. Come on now. I don't want any Chip Kelly or Jimmy Thompson. We do all this and do no better than Kelly or Thompson. In America, anyone the Rams are trying to be like our Niners, a powerhouse, except that they have 0 Super Bowls. Now, the Rams do have a Super Bowl. Oh, I'm going to get it. Yeah. Oh, zap. I got no sound, though. Maybe that's intentional. Uh-oh. I know. Where's that little, take that little X off. Get out of here with that. Okay, still no sound. Yeah. I told you he was going to say that. Let me introduce to you. Jed York, look at his face. Doesn't he look like a happy man today? I think he grew some hair. He's going to take all the glory on this matter. You go, Jed. I like the red tie. He should have had a gold jacket on. Jed's. Yeah, you're right, Jed. We got a lot of work in front of us. Yeah. See, now he's putting everything in perspective, right? Yeah. I mean, the media's going to go nuts. Watch them start it with something stupid. Let's see how they handle it. Look at John, man. I can't do my jokes anymore. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you, Jed. You know, I can't even do Trent anymore. John speaks like a man who knows what he's doing. This is good. See, because before this is all over, and I love the things he's already talking about, they know where this organization belongs. Yeah. Everybody thinks their family, they're responsible for everything. Nice suit, John. One of the little 49er pins to go on the side, right? Oh, man. This is the picture. Man. And the thing, and even Elway's already endorsed this. People don't have any idea of what's going to happen here, man. This is the right guy for the job. I just know it. A new breed. And it's starting in San Francisco is what I like the most. God. Is it Bashar? Hey, Bashar, what's up, man? John Murray says, I say we build everywhere else and groom a quarterback, not spend a lot of money on a bum QB. You gotta get somebody to bridge the next QB though. John's still talking about what he's all about. We're gonna get to that in a minute because there's no questions yet from the media. But I really want, that I can't wait for. Re-emphasizing him and Kyle are on the same page. See, that's the most important thing we want to hear as 49er fans because we've had it the other way around. With the GM and the coach not being on the same page, and that would be nuts if everybody else nuts. We're doing 14-5, and god dang it! I can't wait to see what this guy brings in as far as players go. Free agency starts in 3 weeks? Going out of my mind, even waiting for that, man. The first signing. Yes. They got guys who, yeah. He just said the thing that I was a little worried about, though. I guess Josh Gordon is out of the picture. If he's worried about community relations and people who know how to behave themselves, no Josh Gordon. Dang it! Maybe they could bring him in and say things like, Josh, do you really truly believe that you've turned the page? Are you going to be okay? We're going to sign you. We're going to trust you. We're going to believe in you, Josh, because we know that you're a fabulous football player. Will he do it? Don't you like this guy so much compared to Trent? He's saying all the things you want to hear, and I hope that doesn't change. Man. John 3:16, the beginning of something new. Bashar, you think he looks a little nervous? This guy's worked for network TV. Bashar, I don't think he's nervous. Maybe a little bit. It's a new job. But he's working that mic. It sounds like, ooh, they already know what it feels like to build a championship team. I like the toughness, you know? This guy's coming in to kick ass, man. Yeah, America, you want, of course, they're both nervous. I think Lynch has handled it. He's been in front of the press all for years, right? Riptide Dark. If the Browns pick up a quarterback, then let's get Garrett. If not, I don't know what to do. We can't pick any QBs that are worth number 2. Either way, I just want Juju Smith, second round. You know, it looks like the 49ers are also, did you read up lately? Riptide, it looks like the 49ers are thinking they may have to get somebody to replace Navarro Bowman. There's no timetable on when he's going to return. And that could be Reuben or Jarrett Davis. They're the 1-2 inside linebackers in the college. He's giving Kyle all kind of ups. Don't you feel proud right now as a 49er? You can see change coming. I know. This is going to be the best offseason we've had in a long time. This is such a nice, refreshing change. It just feels so good. For sure. I got too juiced. Hey, back anyway, NFL Network and ESPN reporters, all they're doing is talking shit. I know. People want to see us fail because it's the 49ers. It's like when the Lakers were dominating. Nobody wanted to see the Lakers succeed because they were tired of them dominating. The Celtics the same way. The 49ers, I think the Steelers went through some. No, the Steelers and the Cowboys have always been given a special kind of treatment. Here comes Kyle. Yeah, Kyle, I don't know how you follow up that, man. Yeah. Hey, does Kyle not look like Mike Shanahan to you? I guess he looks like his mom. I just don't see anything about him that looks like Mike Shanahan. The guy looks Hollywood cool today, too, by the way. When you're on TV, they always have those a bunch of people fussing over you, like and getting you all straightened out. So you can't come out there looking like you look at on Sundays or during practice, or worse yet, one of those documentaries, unshaved. Brad White, I'm always proud. Now I'm excited. Now I hear you. I feel you. This is the same feeling we had when we hired Harbaugh. Good things coming our way. Rep the Bay. You can tell Lynch is great with people, a great talker. That's what I was saying. Nick Hicks. You want to know? Hey, Nick, just go to the 49ers. You go to Facebook. You can go to 49ers. You go to the app, 49ers app, of course. And there it is right there. Hurry up, man. Get there. Get there. Just do something quick. But there you go. Kelly Yamaguchi. Hey, Kelly. And then there's... Yeah, John 360. You're right. Lynch and Shanahan, both smart men. High IQs. Brett. Kyle's making funnies. He's a comedian, all right. He's going down the names of 49er legendaries. Hey, he's like he's a little boy with Rathman. I wonder if he's going to keep Tom. I understand that Tom's going to have a different role now because he brought his own running backs coach in. So we're going to see about that. Big Daddy 69 Ronbo. He did not name Chip as a great coach. I gotta tell you, man, I really feel bad about Chip Kelly. He had no players. He wasn't gonna do anything until at least a couple of years. He needed, and that's Trent's fault. So if I'm Chip, I'm calling him every day, giving him those anonymous, nasty phone calls. If I'm Chip, I'm calling Trent every day, saying something vicious to him. And Trent probably at some points, Chip, I know that's you. Yeah. Yeah. Kyle knows. You know what I'm hoping? That Kyle is not overly... I just hope he wasn't overwhelmed by what happened in the Super Bowl. He's still Kyle, I guarantee you. I'm still blaming the Falcons defense for giving up 31 points in one half. God. Brad Whitehead smelling the 80s. Is it Bill Walsh time all over again? Whew. Oh. Hey, GC Carr from Oz. What's up? Yeah, Dylan Craddock, did we ever get Mark Dominic? Brad, I gotta find my shades because the future's looking so bright. Man. I always wondered about I've never watched him talk before, never saw him talk before. But he's well versed. I think he'll be able to handle those days when the media is going to come after him upon every loss. Well, Kyle, can you put your finger on any one thing that caused today's loss? He's great. First. Here comes Matt Maiocco. Yeah. Yeah. You have one job one day, one job the next day. Wants to know How's that experience in the Super Bowl going to help you, Kyle? Waiting for this. I'm liking it because Kyle, man, he gained a lot of experience from that. Kyle's gotten over it. Look at Jed. Jed's so cool these days. Kyle, take your time. Don't worry. We still love you. We don't believe you lost the game. It had more to do with a lot of factors. Take a day off. We'll be back later. This is why it's Thursdays, huh? Oh, Kyle, I really feel bad about that Super Bowl. They had that. Damn it. He ain't worried about it. It's funny, that was the first question, though. NFL Network, Wayne Baker, thanks. The NFL Network has it as well. Hey, Israel. Here comes Dick Wagner. ESPN. They're hitting Jed. Jed, you talked to 15 people. How do you know your team now after talking to all those people? And Jed says, the people I have on this team have nothing to do with the people I'm hiring. I don't like Louis Riddick. Wouldn't it be great if he said that? You gotta give it up for Jed, man. This dude did a good job so far. We've been beating his ass. We've been browbeating Jed, killing his Twitter and everything else for how long? And look what he did. Jed, you are the man, Jed. You are the man. This was a good job. Everybody's going after Jed now. They're just going to leave John and Kyle alone. Here comes what did you do, Jed? This is a big risk, and what made you pull such a commitment? Jed's going to be like on Saturday Night Live soon. He does have a style that you can make a comedic act after. Because he presents himself every time the same way. I believe in commitment, guys. And I believe in these guys. He goes on to Kyle. Oh, don't hit Kyle with the you blew it question about the Super Bowl. Notice his jaws, body language. Look at Kyle's jaws getting a little tight. Oh, that was unnecessary about the fourth quarter. He keeps smiling when he's talking though, because he's, hey, Kyle, what about that fourth quarter in that series of plays that you called? I'll remember that for the rest of my life. And I will go over that. Yeah. You know, he may hear about this for the next, until he gets back to the Super Bowl. You don't have to explain anything to me, Kyle. I know what happened. It was your defense that let you down, and Ryan choked. He did not have to take that many sacks. There were guys that were open. Ryan choked. He freaked out. He got scared. He's got protective. And you don't go into a prevent when you have that. God, that was stupid. How come nobody blames Dan Quinn for that loss? He was there. By the way, he's the head coach. But I understand the biggest brains in that field belong to Kyle Shanahan. Okay. You know? Thank you, Kyle. They played that game like they played the entire year. Why are you going to all of a sudden turn into some other team? Exactly right. I forgive you, bro. I do forgive you. You can do whatever you... As long as you're scoring points in San Francisco, we will give you a defense. Falcons ain't got no damn defense, okay? 31 points. And another thing. Did you see that little clip where they're holding... The Falcons defense has got that fool holding him up, and the little circles on where the knee is, where the ball had not crossed the plane? Again, the Patriots get away with friggin' murder. I like that answer, Kyle. Kyle's going to live with the consequences. Mark Purdy. What? Mark Purdy, Mercury News. One of the big decisions. Oh, here we go. The quarterback question. Here comes the quarterback question. I've been waiting. I'm so glad to hear about this one. Who do you want to see starting as your quarterback, Kyle? This season. A rookie, mold, somebody who's been paying quarterback this season to be available, trade or free agency, and see maybe a guy that's been a backup forever. Come on, Kyle. Oh, I can't wait for this question. It's an easy answer, Kyle says. You want the best player possible. Kind of obvious. Kyle said this before. I've read him say this. Everybody wants the best quarterback in the league. Of course. That's an obvious answer. Is Kyle good with the media already? He's not going to name any names, is he? He's not going to do it. Smart. Leave all your options open. Don't go committing anything. You're looking at possible trades. You're looking at every scenario. And don't ask me to give you an exact name. That's right. There's no absolute way to find that in the NFL. You got to check around. You got to look underneath every rock. But do not tell the rest of the league what you're going to do today, Kyle. Good. Here you go, Kyle. See that? He reminds me of me being that kind of sharp. Yeah. Vern, KPX TV. Here we go with another quarterback, Smith. Another quarterback question. Ooh. Looking for a decision maker or a guy who makes all the throws? Combination of the two. Kyle never speaks in absolutes. Hey, there's something you probably didn't know. Did you know that Kyle was a receiver at some school in Texas? Yeah. There goes that pure throws. He likes that. He likes that. Yeah. Kyle is good, man. He doesn't miss a beat. He doesn't stumble. He doesn't have to think. I guess he's heard these questions a lot. I like it, man. In other words, I need a quarterback that can win. And what does that take? You wouldn't be able to comprehend. That's exactly what he's saying. But it takes a combination of things. You can just build your player like you would on Madden, and that's how it goes. You go, Kyle. Tell. Handling the media is like an art form. You got to make yourself look good, or the media's out there to make you look bad. Kyle is scoring points. This guy's so ready to be a head coach. Yeah. Joey Von Bonner, Patch Cheater, that's what I'm talking about, man. Joe Montana still remains a GOAT. Israel says resign curly fries. Jeremy Curly Fries. Yeah. Ooh, why did you want to come to San Francisco, Kyle? He said he liked Jed. Can you imagine liking Jed? He's a likable guy. Ooh. And Jed said everything. See, what do we say about Jed? We said he'd screw this up. Kyle says Jed said everything he could have hoped for. He appreciated it. So Kyle, Jed gets the credit for having said all the right things, and you didn't think he was capable. Aren't you ashamed of yourself by now? Get off the Jedster. I think he's going to start growing hair between now and next year. Jed went there and showed Kyle passion. What I'm wishing he would say is, I wanted to come back to San Francisco. My dad got his start here. Say it. Yeah. This dude is ready for this press conference. Jed. Mark LaCilento wants, would we trade for Jimmy G? Ooh, somebody ask him that. Brad White, what kind of cheese does it belong to? Nacho cheese. Terrible. Hey, Jose, hello, man. They already asked about the Falcons. You're a little late on that one. He realizes he made a mistake. Here it comes. Chronicle question. She says it's late to be. Oh, it's late to be putting together a staff. I've been waiting for this one too. How are you going to do that, Kyle? I know, Kyle, man. That staff, man. You're a month behind. This is going to be really interesting. Free agency's coming up in what, 2 weeks? Ooh, look at Kyle. I wish I could have got here sooner, but playing in the Super Bowl is pretty cool too. Guy's got a sense of humor. I like this guy. Yeah. Oh. Back to Jed. And, asking Jed about the leak machine. Are you going to continue with the leak machine? Has that culture been forfeited? Will it be different from this point on? And that's why when John did what he did and asked you what he asked you to do, that you made sure the leak machine was turned off, unplugged, and did not. Jed, your feelings on that? Watch that. I know what Jed's going to say. First of all, I would like to get one thing straight. Here we go. Watch. I told you. Jed would deny it. It did come out. And Jed says it speaks to the culture that we have in this building. I don't know anything about a leaking machine. And John was safe from the moment we sat down and talked. There was no need to tell me that I need to keep this quiet. This is what you call public. What do you call it? It's an etiquette. You gotta know how to lie and keep that face straight. And Jed's good at it. Jed is good at it. We're going to be open with the fans and media. Jed, we couldn't find you all year last year, and there were people looking for you. They even searched his cabana. Remember when we were looking for Jed all season to say something about what was going on? But he was, though, actually. He was talking to Trent and Chip constantly, from what I understand. Oh, here comes the question. Who's going to have final word? He's going to talk to John? Is that addressed to John? It's going to be addressed to John. Here he comes. Yeah. Hey, and there you go. Let's reaffirm that right now. They agreed to it being a partnership. So John's gonna bring the 90, and Kyle's gonna make his decision up to 53. That makes all the kind of sense in the world, doesn't it? I mean, these are the players. You bring me a bunch of guys, I'll whittle it down. I'll tell you who I can use and who I can't use. That should be the way it is all over the NFL when you think about it. Why have a lord and master like Trent Baalke saying, "You'll take what I tell you to take, and I pick these players out with full information on their capabilities. Now, if you can't win with these players, then maybe we'll replace you." You don't need Trent Baalkeism, Yeah, kill him, Kyle. See, Kyle's probably always wanted this kind of situation, right? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Kyle's, he's just echoing everything that John says. We're a partnership. I bring in the 90. I'll get a chance to say what I want to say over the last 53. And I'm sure he's going to probably say, "Hey, John, this guy, I don't know." And John's going to say, no, he's, hey, Kyle, hey, you and me, bro. I tell you what, if you can't use that guy, you send him in the office. I'll get rid of him right now, okay? No big deal. You take what you need, and I'll get rid of the rest, all right? And that's why you do that, And I got to tell you, I hate using Pete Carroll as an example, but that's what he does. And look what the Hawks have been doing the last few years. We can't get past their ass. Maybe that starts to change now, though. They're talking free agency. Yeah. Oh, John's going to tell you how he'd start off with the free agent. I've been waiting for this. And John's going to say, "Hey, you like winning? You like doing things the right way? That's what we're about, buddy." I like that. He's checking around the room. He sees all the guys he remembers he played with. Yeah. Look at all those guys that showed up for this press conference, man. Yeah. See, that's what you do, man. See, I wonder what Trent's pitch was to a free agent because we couldn't get any last year. And I guarantee you that Trent was trying to get free agents last year. They just didn't want to hear it. I know he's going to have a great pitch. Players are going to come over. John's going to romance them, work them, take them out to dinner, do all the kind of things you got to do. Get the goddamn player on the team. We don't want to hear about, well, he didn't want to accept our deal, and I thought it was a fair deal. So he's gone on, and we're not going to be held captive or hostage by anybody. You know, I know I got to stop doing with the Trent now. You like Israel? Oh, Mark says, I want Logan Ryan cornerback and move Jimmy Ward to free safety. I know. Hey, I agree. It's got to be. It is time for Jimmy Ward to go back to free safety. Until Antoine, thank you, Antoine, very much. We're going to have to ask you to go ahead and call it a day. All right? If they can't do it, why don't they ask one of us to volunteer? Yeah. Kyle. You know, and it's funny, too, because all the other guys, I always wondered, what happened with his conversation with all the other GM candidates? Did he hear something he didn't want to hear? How? But John, man, this guy's a lovable guy. I mean, you can see when he talks, man, you just sort of like him. So I can see why Kyle didn't look any further and say, hey, you know what, I've talked, we've wasted a lot of time. This is the dude, Jed. Sign him up. Yeah. See, these guys, man, this is such a fresh new approach, man. I can't. First time at first week of the season. Bosher says Lynch is all about holding up the 49er legacy. You know it, bro. And you know, he's got that kind of, you can tell that traditionalism about the game that's going to just, it's going to filter into his thinking. Brad White says, Lambs, Cards, and Hawks are all shaken now. They may not be just yet, but they will be soon. Kelly says his joke probably sounds like John Laurinaitis from the WWE. People power. Yeah, Lynch has a unique perspective on sports media. I like that. Jamie says, oh, here we go. She's going to hit Lynch with the experience question. How do you, with a month to go before free agency and a draft, fill that void of experience? Obviously, those decisions are going to be very quick. She doesn't realize, and I always put that report out a long time ago, this is not going to be John's first time in the big room or the big board. There you go, Lynch. He's already surrounded himself with a great team. He's got Adam Peters sitting to one side. And that is pretty much all you need. Well, who's the other hire? A new hire. Martin Mayhew has joined. He's going to be surrounded by big guns who know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. See, this is a guy that's got smarts. He was given a job because of his charisma and that mentality of his, and the fact that it's John Lynch. He's got an evaluator, but he goes ahead and brings guys in, and it's not going to be. I like this. Say it, John. Say it. I know what I don't know. I'm waiting for that line. See, this guy's, there's no loser in this guy. That's what I like. See, that's why Jed's probably saying, you're the guy. And he admits to his inexperience. Yeah. There you go, John. Good answer, man. They can't even argue with that. Here comes a two-part question from Malika Baba now. Yeah. Ooh, what is, ooh, good, 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 good. What are some things you want to do? Offense your first priority or D? See, they keep hitting him with the lack of experience. It's got to be pissing John off. He just said, I'm surrounded by people that can make these decisions. Oh, Kyle. Yeah. Good. It is a good, better question for Kyle anyway. Kyle, we want to know, man. I want to know too. Because the defense sucks, but the offense is just crippled. I mean, I'm talking wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's put a little emphasis on the offense this year. We only need about 3 or 4 pieces on that defense, but the offense needs about 12 pieces. You notice I said 12? I don't mean 11. I mean 12. God, that offense sucked. Well, no, we had a few guys. Yeah. Kyle's again a very PC answer. Hey, but that's just if you got a good player, and as long as he's a great person, has good character, those are the guys you got to take care of. So as Kyle says, if we have an asshole and he's a great player, we'll think about keeping him. If it's a great player and a great guy, he stays. We'll take good care of him. Yeah. See, this is why I say about Kyle's inexperience. There's no such thing as inexperience when you've been in the league that long. They see the same things as every head coach does. So there's no problem with that. Yeah. I'm liking it. Who's going to talk their way out of getting cut for the 49ers? Kyle's going to go around to each and every guy and give them that interview that's going to reveal who and what they are. Yeah. Who's the first person if you were Kyle, who's the first guy you called into your office? Yeah, and Lynch has had a visit with every player so far already? Damn, that was quick. That's right. They already know what the vision for this place is going to be. Let them know, are you a part of the program? If you are, because there's going to be rules. You got to adhere to the rules. We're not going to have anything holding things up, bro. All right? Yeah? Are you good? Are you feeling me? Boom. All right. Let's go win some games. See, because when you got a guy that played as long as Lynch, he knows the jargon. He knows he's BS and who's not. That's an advantage that Trent did not have. When this guy looks at a player, he knows what's up. You can look into his eyes and listen to what he's saying. Okay? Yeah, Kelly says we need a running back. Can't trust Hyde. I agree with that. Lucy, even though we fired Trent Balky's ass, you always got to imitate his voice. I can't help it. Ooh. Are you going to be able to land the candidates? I know, here comes Trent. Here comes the question. Does Jed feel vindicated after hiring these guys? That's cold. Why do people continue to attack my boy? Yeah, he's going back to hold me accountable. You haven't, Jed. But you're doing okay now. I ain't mad at you myself. Everybody else still mad at you. Here you go. Is Jed growing up right before our very eyes? That's right, Jed. Get him off you, man. It's not about vindication. It's about the work we put in order to make an effort to succeed. And I wish you guys would get off my ass. How many times? You ask me this question at every press conference. What do you want me to do? It'd be funny if Jed got pissed off one time. How much personnel experience have you had? Why would you direct that at Kyle? How much hands-on experience? Daily. What? Ooh. Why did you command full control of the roster? Because he's not stupid, because his dad told him don't do that. Here we go. Wait, tell him, Kyle. Yeah, there you go. I don't want to demand all of it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It doesn't matter to have all of it if you're working with the right people. There's no point in being greedy about this. I just want to win. And have you ever tried to run a team from the bottom up all by yourself? What kind of question is that? Sit down. Shut up. Yeah, I like it. His name isn't Bill Belichick, Mike Holmgren. These guys, it's a control freak thing. I have a feeling if Trent would have ever gotten the opportunity to coach the team and run it from the ground up, I think he would have. I think that's what he's trying to do all the time. He thought that he had Jed in a stupid bubble. That if he runs every coach off that comes to this team, Jed will finally say, I give up. Trent, how about can you run this organization could you just run it from a coach up? And of course, Trent would, I believe I could handle that. I don't really see where it'd be a problem. If you have any second thoughts about that, it's something I think I could consider to be something I could handle. Yeah, and Jed's gonna say, okay, Gores. Uh, that. Yeah, yeah. These kind of questions are becoming redundant now. Hey, how many times you got to take? We get the right people in here, and you make it a rule to set a standard. You're going to be on the right path to glory. Hey, speaking of personnel department, I wonder what they're going to do with Rathman. I wish someone would ask him about Tom Rathman. And because Tom Rathman is sort of like a player that's been there for such a long time, he becomes important because everybody else they fired. Also, I'd love to know about Marco Iyami. Was it necessary after 9 years to throw him out? And do you blame him for some of the injuries that occurred all season long last year? That'd be my question. Because whoever they bring in next, there better not be a lot of injuries next year. And how do you make a player stick to a nutrition regimen, right? If I'm the nutritionist for this team, and I look at Trent Brown, and I think he's a little heavy, and I say, Trent, could we get you to trim down? Yeah, KBR. Oh, Kyle, you're a great OC, great DCs. How do you make the transition? Oh, that's good, but Kyle, you're going to run things by yourself with no OC? Good. Kyle's going to call the plays, and that's what I want. I don't care what else he was doing. This guy's the seventh most productive offense in NFL history. You let him call the plays. You let him run the offense, period. I don't care what other title he has. His fingertips are on that pulse of the offense at all times. Yeah, yeah. And why do you look at every situation differently? There's been successful head coaches and coordinators. You don't need to call it on me. I like that, Kyle. Tell him. Aren't there a few coordinators that made it great as head coaches? I believe the name Bill Walsh comes to mind. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. See, he's got versatility. He's coached too many positions to be called not a head coach. He did them one at a time, okay. But now he brings it all together as one big Kyle Shanahan brain package. So I'm questioning this guy. It's funny, because he's going to have a few lumps in the beginning. I plan on sticking to my belief that Kyle Shanahan is not going to suffer for a long time. This is not the kind of guy that stays drugged down in the depths of Loserville. You know it. You know? Brad says, wait. Ooh, the Kaepernick question has finally arrived. Has there been any communication with Colin Kaepernick? John answers that question. Colin has reached out, and we plan on visiting. Kyle and I, yeah, they're going to take an inventory of what they have, and it sounds like they're not going to commit to saying anything other than we will evaluate that situation. And they're going to do it with Cap's situation. They're going to sit down with him just like everybody else. If not, we'll see if he's committed to what we're doing. And if not, Kyle's not saying anything more. Because Kyle hasn't. How about Kyle? You said something about Kirk Cousins. You've also seen. Okay, so Kyle is going to be looking at a lot of tape on Colin. Yeah. Yeah. See, I like that. Kyle's going to look at everything he has on the team. It's just like when you go through your closet, right? Anything you're not going to wear again, throw it out. Something you just don't like nowadays, you throw it out. For things you like, you move it over to that side. Got to go down through your roster and see what you need, man. All right. Oh, that's it, huh? All right. So like I said, now I understand it's supposed to be a Q&A with the fans. I'm not sure where that's going to be conducted, though. Meanwhile, let me come over and see what you guys are talking about. John, that wasn't the Godfather. That was by Trent Baalke. Let me give me a little higher on here. And okay. The Seahawks signed Blair Walsh. Rep debate, enjoy that. Israel says Sam Shield is a free agent as well, but he's concuss prone. If he passes, we can sign him. And that's the thing going on with Green Bay. That Sam Shield has got a concussion problem. All right. Eric Vaughn, Kyle will earn my respect by promoting Rathman to a higher position on the staff. Rathman is a 49er legend. I like that, Eric. You don't want to hurt the organization, but Rathman is the kind of guy that, man, he's meant so much. You don't want to do anything stupid with him. Tyler says one is Kyle and John in the locker room, and the others is telling the fans they're going to do this right. And it had a little effect on the field. Yeah. Are they going over? Okay, so they're going to go after. You know what? It may be. I don't know if the fans are going to be able to Q&A on this or not. Okay, live. This one's ended. Okay, so we got to search out. Israel Cardenas. Wait, let me see. Adam Barney says, "Trevor." Oh, is he talking to Kelly? Okay. Israel says, laugh. He's laughing. John Laurinaitis. Where we at here? Go down. Give me highlight me. Oh yeah. Kelly believes that Tom Rathman really deserves it. He's ever a head coach. That's true. I wonder how Rathman would handle being a head coach, though. He seems head coach material to me. Should have been made assistant or like number 2 man. They actually should be moving Tom up with all that he knows. Luchos, this is people power. Adam Barney. This could get interesting to the first pick and the bottom feeders needs. I want LSU running back. He seems man Hercules amongst that SEC college teams, but he has damn good downhill alliance. Yeah. Hey, Jack, yeah. There's so many, because there's, did you know that Gerard Davis is considered the second baddest ass inside linebacker right after everybody's favorite guy, Reuben Foster? See, I didn't really pay much attention to him. Bruce City is still mad with Donald Trump. Big Daddy 69. This is something about the cap question. And John John Burns Sundberg, that naming. Well, I'm not gonna talk about politics. You guys can talk about it amongst yourselves. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Uh, yeah, let's. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and skip through that. John Nunnery, Chip should try to go to Alabama for offensive coordinator. And you know what? And Chip just lost. I feel sorry for Chip, though. Really, the guy just got. He lost out to the guy from Alabama, actually. Sarkisian came in and took that job with the Falcons. Chris Johnson thinks we should re-sign Christian Ponder. Big J, just as long as Lynch doesn't use a second overall pick for a quarterback. You know, we need to, brace yourself. They asked that question in the press conference as to where is your emphasis going to be? Are you going to be defensive oriented right off from the start in your pursuit this offseason for players? Or will it be defensive oriented? And when you think about what the 49ers need, what is it that the 49ers don't need? See? So, that's a tough question. You're not going to win without defense, as the Falcons already proved, because they lost that Super Bowl, no matter what anybody says about Lynch's play calling. You don't give up 31 points and win nothing, all right? And granted, John could have killed the game. Kyle could have killed that game and gotten rid of all this by just run the ball and kick the field goal. But again, I still think the head coach should have stepped in on that if he had a problem with it, if he wasn't thinking. Dan Quinn, I have a feeling he was right on it. That's why I think it took place. And I do think it was Quinn that maybe had a discussion while they were up in the booth. And maybe even Kyle says, you know what, I think I'm going to sit on it. No, you're not. That's not what got us here, and we're going to win this game with how we got here. You stay aggressive. Kyle's never going to admit that, but I have a feeling. Because you know darn well the head coach normally has a last say on every team in the NFL. You're going to tell me Kyle made that call and wasn't overruled? Or maybe he was overruled and maybe Kyle wanted to sit on it, but Dan says, you stick to what got us here? Nobody ever thought about that, huh? And how about the fact, as I mentioned, giving up 31 points as a defense, not in the first half, but in the second? What the WTF? So I can't just blame it all on Kyle. That's a terrible defense. And you know what's so bad about that? The Falcons fired the DC, the DL. They went down to the you out. That was the worst defense we've ever seen. God, we lost the Super Bowl because of your defense? Get the hell out of my face. It's to the point that let's stop talking about Kyle and start talking about that defense. Granted, they were a little young and but you only got Beasley running the quarter. That nose tackle did a pretty good job too, though. He was giving Tom a lot of trouble, though. And there's a lot of quarterback hits out there. So, So tell you what, in a few minutes, in just a little while, we're gonna call in. All right, go to the app, the Ronbo Sports app, and you'll see all the instructions there. And I'd love to hear from you because we're trying to find the Q&A section. It seems to be that it's going to be a little bit difficult to find that because I thought it was going to be on Facebook. Jamar says doesn't matter, better is better, and Derek says Quinn didn't have shit to do with that play calling. Can you prove that? I remember Harbaugh. It was always him who had the last say on the plays. So, did Quinn trust him that much? You going to be able to say that? And also, you're going to tell me a defense that gives up 31 points and a half shouldn't get any blame on that? These are questions that I have. Maybe I'm off base. I don't know, but I still wonder about that. So, it is on Kyle Perry. Well, hey, to each his own. Mark says, that's because of Chip's offense hurt our defense. Yeah, true. Ian Sharp says, and O'Neill's defense hurt our offense. There's a bottom line right there. You see, this is why I'm saying last year, everybody says, Chip Kelly's offense is killing the defense. I says, yeah, okay, but in the first quarter, the first couple of series, how tired can they be? Did they not get any sleep the night before? Come on, guys. You can't stop. The Seahawk game is the one that stands out in my mind more than anything. From snap one, you can, what did he run off of 35 or Child? What's his name? Childs? Kristen? Whatever his name was. He runs off 30, 40 yards. And why? Because our guys were lined up wrong and they still don't understand the term or the concept of gap integrity. And so Kristen is running all over the field. They're just gaining yard after yard after yard. It's the first quarter, the first series. So I said, you know what? I know the hatred for Chip Kelly's high and the hatred for Blaine Gabbert's even higher. But I'll be damned if the defense didn't have anything to do with the first two scores of that game. If I'm the offense, I'm pissed off because they don't let us on the field. You know? Kelly says, I'm glad I'm not a Falcons fan. Yeah. Greg Kennedy. Okay. They had 19 plays total second half. Yeah. No, Derek, I know that. That's what I'm saying. The time of possession was as lopsided as you're going to get. They couldn't get Tom Brady off the field. And that had something to do with it as well. It didn't help also that they were marching the team down the field on flags, almost as if it were scripted to make sure to get a flag thrown on crucial plays and third downs when they actually could have got him off the field and put their offense back on the field. Anyway, Gohar says, I like how Lynch is going to be having some of the throwback 49ers stars around and involved with his new culture. I know. Richie Day, former Lions GM Martin Mayhew hired as senior personnel exec. Good hire. Or, yeah, we'll pull that one up a little later. Yeah, okay. Adam Barney says, my pen was blank, no numbers. Is that true? Is it? Give it another shot. The pen should be right there on the app. You see it? Oh, we're getting ready to start. We can start now, huh? Yeah, I like that idea. We slow when Trez is driving down the street. Trez, it's Trez, can you hear me? Trez may not be expecting. He doesn't know we're starting yet. Anyway, go ahead and, as I say, go to the Ronbo Sports app. You should be able to see right there how you can dial in. And let's talk about the press conference.
Ronbo!
Yo, Trez, did you see the press conference? Trez? I don't know. I don't know if he's getting any audio from us. Trez?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah. Trez, you're driving around. Did you see the media conference?
I missed it. I really just actually got up about an hour and a half ago and had to run a few errands before I go to work tonight.
Yeah.
I was just gonna watch your show tonight and catch up on it.
Yeah, you can do that because I tried to stay on top of things. I had a feeling some people would miss me. You know what? It was interesting, man. Kyle handled that he handled like a charm. It was brilliant, man. The dude handled every question, and he asked every question that you would want to ask, and I want to ask too, about the Super Bowl loss, about Kaepernick, right, about who you going to emphasize a draft and free agency. Is going to be offense, is going to be defense. Where's your priorities? Your inexperience. You're this. Oh, they were all over him. And Jed, oh man, it was funny how they worked Jed. But Jed stayed calm, because they're still blaming him for everything and calling him a buffoon, basically. So
Oh yeah, they're talking about it here in Atlanta on Sports Talk that saying that he owned up to everything, saying that he blew it and all of this. I said, man, I still just look, if that's the high road that they want to take as fans, to push the blame on somebody else, just because they're no longer with the organization, then so be it.
Yeah. And because Dan Quinn's got to come back next year.
Exactly.
But one thing is true.
My whole thing is as a head coach, you blew it and then you wake up firing people the next day. I don't understand that. I know somebody had to roll, but good lord, I guess Arthur Blank told him put somebody head on the platter and have it to me by 12 o'clock tomorrow. Because that's exactly what they did.
Oh yeah, there's that at DC. He got you. Get your shit, pack it up, get out. Defensive line coach, you go with him. You guys got to know,
Yeah,
giving up that many points in the second half will get you fired.
exactly,
And yeah,
exactly.
you know.
Well, I hear that the Falcons running back coach is supposed to be following Cal to San Francisco in the same capacity. So I'm pretty sure Cal has offered him a little more money than he was making in Atlanta doing the same job. Because my thing is, why would you take the lateral move, for the same pay? It's got to be more pay. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
then all of them, and also Mike LaFleur is going to come over and he's going to be the receiving coach, receivers coach, and
Okay.
then you got the running back coach there. Yeah, he's got to line these guys up really quickly too. It's not like he has any time to shop, which is going to be interesting to see where and who is next. Are we going to see some surprise on the? Because there's no way there's going to be any surprises on the staff. They're going to have to be all guys that he knows, because you already know he's going to keep. The OC is pretty much going to be him. So, and he's got assistants. So,
Right. You're right. He's gonna have an assistant, right? But he said he's pretty much gonna handle that.
yeah.
A lot of people saying, well, isn't that too much? The OC think so.
No,
Not when that's what you've been doing for the last 9 years.
yeah, yeah, and doing it
Yeah.
quite well. I mean, Trez, we're talking about a guy who just engineered and produced the seventh most productive offense in NFL history. Not this season,
History.
history. You're in the top 10.
History.
I want him running the offense, please. No matter what else he
Exactly.
does.
Exactly.
Yeah. And wouldn't it be great if in a few
Exactly.
years they say the 49ers, Kyle has surpassed what he even did in Atlanta. The 49ers are now ranked at number 5 offense in NFL history. Bill Walsh has got to be saying to himself, Jesus Christ, I could have used that kid. You know?
Exactly.
So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to this,
Well, what's up, Jack?
Yeah, listen, Trez,
What's up, baby?
Hey,
Ronbo!
Jack, go ahead, Jack. Jack, did you see the press conference?
I saw bits of the press conference on Game Pass, man, and I couldn't tune in because it's so goddamn late out over here. But, man, I love y'all. It's going to be so great. I can't wait, man. I can't fucking wait. Listen, hey, you know what? I'm so happy for Tom motherfucking Brady, by the way, from Northern California, baby.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him. Get your 5. But you know what? I want to challenge him and the New England motherfucking Patriots to number 6 because we are going to get it.
Wouldn't that be awesome? A challenge between. Wouldn't it, be great if in the next Super Bowl, Tom looks like he's going to last for at least another 2 seasons, right? Wouldn't it be great to run into Tom in the Super Bowl? Oh.
Yeah, that would be right.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah.
go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, we won't take our foot off the gas.
And the defense will be ready to play.
You know why we're not going to do that, Ronbo? Because that was the best thing that could have happened to us. Like Harbaugh, he never lost before. So when he got to the time where he went 8-8, he didn't know how to react. Now Kyle, that was the best thing that happened to him. Well, actually, Harbaugh he did lose the Super Bowl and came back to us, but that's the best thing that happened. Reason being is he's going to run out that clock next time. He's not going to throw a pass. That is so.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
We should be celebrating, Ronbo.
No, I was. I'm, it's a learning experience to have gone to the Super Bowl to begin with, and now you're really battle tested. I got no problem with Kyle. Anytime you have a season like that, you make one mistake. Okay, fine. If that's the way it was, live with it. But he learned.
I just got a problem with the way his daddy looks when he's upset on the field, and I don't want to see that look on his son's face on the field, man.
They look so different. I think Kyle looks more like his mom. I don't see Mike in his face anywhere. When you look at Kyle, what do you see? I don't see Mike Shanahan.
I don't either.
Nah.
I don't either.
Yeah.
No, but it's great that he's leaving a few of the stuff to the general manager. He's not taking it all on his shoulder like Mike Nolan did back in 2005.
Yeah.
and said, I'm going to run this whole motherfucking thing because my daddy was a part of the 49ers before.
See, that's why I got your ass killed. You have to get these.
Exactly.
You got to have good
Hey,
sense.
right now, what's his name? Jeremiah, something Jeremiah. You know that dude for the analyst on NFL. He just said right now on his 2.0 mock draft that the 49ers will draft at number 2 Marcus Lattimore from Ohio State, the cornerback, because the 6-year leniency that Shanahan has, that they're not quarterback ready right now. They don't need the quarterback right now. They're not in that dire of a need. So they said they want to build a team. But I still think, Trez, that Jamal Adams, I'm liking him more than the fucking guy, the first pick, man. I'm so hyped right now. I
Miles
don't even know
Garrett.
the fucking
You
first
talking
pick
about
is no more,
You
Ronbo.
talking about Miles Garrett? Miles Garrett.
Fuck Miles Garrett, man. Let's talk about Jamal fucking Adams, baby. He's gonna knock them motherfuckers out like Mark Singletary days, baby. Punch him in the mouth, Ronbo.
I got to tell you though. I don't know. Our outside linebackers are not impressive. What are we going to do about that though? I mean, there's other outside linebackers throughout the draft. Understand? There may be one out there that could be really the shit. And also our
You
inside
know what?
linebacker. It's
I'll tell
not
you what we
known.
should do right now. Excuse me if I'm cutting anybody off because I'm far away, if the signal and blah blah blah. But listen, I'll tell you what we should do right now is get rid of Ahmad Brooks for that $8 million cap and get somebody younger in. How do you feel about that, Trez?
I think we got to keep some veteran leadership on the team. Ahmad Brooks would be a definite plus because if you look at last season, hell, Ahmad Brooks was out playing the younger damn players.
It's true.
Hey, Ron, why'd you have to put Trez on right with me, man? Hey, you know what, Ron? I feel you.
I'm against Ahmad leaving. I'm against him leaving. I am.
But listen, I gotta say this. I want everybody's ass, that face, that look in the locker room gone. I want new veteran, new leadership, new mentality, everything. I want everything brand new, everything new. I want Rombo's ass doing the water boy. I want Trez over there in the step. I want brand new motherfuckers everywhere.
Well, I look at it like this: if you want to get rid of somebody, get rid of the fat boy because he can't seem to keep his weight down. You know what I'm saying?
Which one? Which one?
How you put linebacker at 300 plus? I would never damn know. I just wouldn't know. So while we can probably trade him and at least get a pick or something for him, I say if you want to make a move that way, yes. But to let Brooks go, nah.
Yeah,
Brooks outplayed half of the damn young cats.
And Rombo, that's another one of the surprises that you said, that Trez said, that I brought up can happen. But the way his last name ends, Lynch, I don't see that happening with the general manager being a Lynch. And who just at the press conference told another person who asked him a question, a reporter named Lynch, that he had a great last name. So I don't know. Hopefully that would be the case.
Yeah. No, I got to tell you though. Lynch has got to lose some weight, though. He cannot come in chubby for a second year, third year in a row. Aaron's been chubby every single year that he's come in.
Every single year.
That's gotten real tired. Whew, yeah. Man. Well, let me remind you, if you're watching now, you can go ahead and contact. You would call in. Go to the Ronbo Sports app, and you will see the PIN number, and you already got the phone number as soon as you get there as well. But yeah, I'm sick of Aaron Lynch, and this was his contract year, and he came in looking like that. And pretty much he was a no factor all season long. I could not understand. Eli Harold just has no capability. And then Aaron was too fat. That's why, Jack, I say, please get me an outside linebacker. Somebody who wants to come in and make a difference.
How about we package all these motherfuckers up, the ones that are duds and the ones that are overweight, all together, and get somebody like Hightower and draft an outside linebacker or something. Yes. But, I see Trez over there looking to his left and his right. Go and stop at that 7-Eleven and get me a Slurpee because they don't got nothing like that over here in Europe, man.
I wish I could. I'm out at the mall area. I'm at the mall area. So, yeah.
Hey, listen, Ronbo, you guys have a good one. Let's keep it moving. Get somebody else involved. Listen, that's my time over here in France. I love you guys. And we're gonna do it this year. Right. We're gonna fucking do it this year, baby.
I'm feeling it, man. I'm telling you.
And fuck all that Matt Millen shit, Trez.
I know, right? Well, nobody said anything about Matt Millen today,
All
Love
right,
too.
y'all,
Jack.
man. Love y'all.
All
All
right,
right, Trey.
All
Jack.
right.
Have a great one, man.
Have a good one.
Amos, come on in, Amos.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Man, just sitting here enjoying what's about to be, and it looks that way. And we got to remember this day, Amos, because we're all excited about this now. Things do look solid, and we just got to be prepared for if things go a little bit south in the beginning to just stay chilled. What are you
Yeah,
thinking?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I like those player personnels that we got, man. I looked up that Martin Mayhew guy that he said that he hired today,
Yeah, just today even. Yeah.
and we're everybody probably looked up Peters already, so they already know his pedigree or whatever. But
Oh yeah.
Martin Mayhew, he built that Lions team. I think he was with the Lions for like 6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And remember, the Lions had a good defense. That team that we went neck and neck with the Harbaugh and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That team, we built that team. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we getting him, and he spent the year with the Giants this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we got him, and it looks like we're gonna get a quarterback this year, because if Shanahan said that he's gonna be the offensive coordinator this year,
Yeah.
then why would he waste his time on a quarterback that would be that might be instead of a quarterback that is going to be? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I listened to what he was saying. I was like, you know what? It sounds like whoever he picked, that's who he's gonna spend a lot of time with him that first year, and then pick his offensive coordinator. He said he didn't pick an offensive coordinator this year.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that he might not, pick one next year. And at that point, that's when the offense is gonna be, familiar with the system. He won't have to try to drill it in their head every week next year.
Or so much
You
hands
know what
on.
I mean? The year after,
Yeah.
or whatever.
You
know what I'm saying? And
you said Jack is going nuts
we
because you said that.
still got three options. All three options looks good.
Yeah.
So, the trade or pick up a veteran and pick up a rookie in the draft, or go after Cousins, which Cousins they said that they're not going to let him go. Oh, and Hightower, they did say that Patriots tried to give him $10 million and he turned that shit down.
Oh, he turned $10 million down.
We'll give his ass 15 if he's looking for 15. We'll give his ass 15.
Wait a minute.
But his buddy got 20. His buddy got 20, so he probably looking for 20.
Yeah, I was Hightower. He's good, but I don't know. I guess is the market at that level now? Is it about that much for your premier?
I don't think Hightower's not even that old.
Yeah, no. I mean, the thing is though, is that a normal price though? Because I don't know where the standard is for your linebackers.
Okay, Luke Kuechly makes probably a little over 14 million. I think it's in between 14 and 16 million a year, right?
Yeah,
so
okay.
Luke Kuechly was labeled the number one.
Yeah.
Right, and then the middle of last year, we brought up Bowman to I think 11 or 12 million.
And that he's underpaid.
Right? We gave him a contract restriction.
Yeah,
because he was getting paid 9,
yeah,
the same as Brooks. So we brought him up to 12.
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
So it was the top paid was Kuechly, then Bowman, and
don't forget the golden boy in Green Bay.
Broncos again. Von Miller was the same. They was pretty much neck and neck.
Yeah, Von Miller's one set the new standard.
So now Cleveland gave Collins, I think, 21 million.
Ooh. Over how many years? How many years is that contract?
So Collins is getting paid more than Kuechly. So now, what you think Hightower going to say?
Yeah, I know.
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't going to say they won the Super Bowl because of Hightower. But
that's what I was
want
getting
more
ready to
money
say.
than $10 million.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
it's a shame that the market dictates how you have to go out and attack free agency now.
yeah,
That's just
Yeah, yeah.
that's a bummer
But
right
the
there. It
thing is, we
really
got
is
the money.
because
We got the
a
money,
lot of
Rombo. If
players
we
that's
get
just not
Hightower,
worth that
we don't
money
have to
just
worry
because
about
they had
nothing in the
a
fucking
good
draft.
season, a very good, decent season, and put up good numbers for 1 year. They're gonna get paid.
yeah,
They're gonna get paid.
yeah.
Yeah. And look at
Hmm.
the guy who left the Dolphins and went to the Giants. Olivier Vernon or
Oh yeah,
whatever, right?
Olivia got
So
paid. Yeah,
he got
true.
paid, and everybody thought, in the beginning of the season that, why you pay this guy? Your defense is garbage. Then their defense just revved up. Their defense started locking shit down. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And now the money is worth it now.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's all on who's going to be coaching these guys up.
yeah.
You can pay
That's
that
a good
money,
point
but is
there.
that coach good enough to work with this guy? You get
Good
what I'm
point.
saying?
Yeah. Because you
Hmm.
look at what
Very good
happened.
point. Yeah.
Look at what happened over in Jacksonville when Malik went over there and got paid. And Malik had one of the
Yeah. See,
sorriest years.
Jacksonville. I
He
felt
didn't
bad for
do.
Jacksonville because Jacksonville they freaking draft the number 2 linebacker everybody said it was going to be. Thank God we didn't pick him, and then he ended up being the fucking a special teams fucking kick return block guy. You
Oh,
get what I'm saying?
did
Cover
he?
guy or whatever.
Yeah, did he
And
finally end up on special teams?
he's on special teams. He was on special
Oh,
teams all year. I
and
don't know if I don't know because I don't really watch the Jaguars like that. He probably got in.
yeah.
He probably got in as a linebacker as a backup. Maybe he started. I don't know, but I know he's on that kickoff return and punt team.
And how many
I know that for
49er
sure.
fans, and Amos, how many 49er fans you remember everybody's talking about, we got to get, what is his name? Trez, what is that
Miles
linebacker's name?
Jack. Miles Jack.
Miles Jack.
Yeah, Miles Jack. Yeah.
Everybody wanted Miles Jack in the first round. I kept, man, I want
For
Buckner.
the first
Man, we don't want
round.
no Buckner, man. We want Miles Jack. You know what, guys? I tell you what,
And Ronbo, Miles Jack didn't play for 2 years.
no, this is only his second
Because
season coming
remember,
up.
Miles Jack got hurt. He
Oh,
got hurt
in
in
college.
the middle of his sophomore season.
Yeah.
Then his junior season, he told the coach, "I'm not going to play this year. I'm just going to work on my knee." And the coach said, "Oh, do you really want to do that?" And he said, "Yes." So he didn't play his last year. He didn't play at all. So he went a whole year and a half without even being on the field, Rombo.
No, I tell you what, and
You
Jalen's,
can't draft that guy second round. You
no, I know.
cannot. That was stupid.
And what's his name? Jalen is over in Dallas. I understand he's feeling
Jalen
and looking
Smith.
good. Jalen Smith. Yeah.
Jalen Smith, Dallas lucked up. Dallas 'cause
Don't-
Dallas
oh.
defense is not really too bad. Now
Damn.
Jalen Smith end up being who
Is-
everybody say he gonna be.
Oh.
I feel this NFC gonna be real fucking tough, Rumble.
It is, man.
Real tough for him.
Amos, I got your neighbor over here in West Palm Beach. He's in area code 561. Hello, West Palm Beach.
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah,
It's
man.
Isaac Diaz.
What is
I'm
your
actually in Texas,
I just-
but I have like a different area code for some reason. I don't really know.
what is your name?
Isaac.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Isaac, do they? I wonder if they do. Do they do that to everybody in Texas? Give you like an area code? Damn.
Nah, it's just what's it called? My uncle. I had to get like the
No, okay,
sprint
no,
cut for him.
no, I'm just kidding. You
Yeah,
don't have
he
to-
lives in Florida.
Okay, you don't need to explain. I'm just kidding. Jay, hey,
Yeah.
but what did you get from that press conference? Are you feeling more confident now than ever? Are you feeling that you got the right leadership to take us to the next level? Of course, the next level ain't that
Yeah,
ain't that high.
I feel pretty confident, man. They sounded fine to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. They sounded really confident.
Yeah,
I'm
they
liking
did.
what they're gonna do. Probably. I don't really know exactly what they're gonna do, but whatever they do, I'm gonna support it because they're my team. So.
You know what though, Isaac? These guys, they look. To me, it looks like they got a plan. They know exactly what they want to do. They got their vision is straight. They're going to present it to new people coming in. I love when they ask Lynch, okay, you're going to bring in a new free agent. How are you going to approach him? And Lynch says, I'm going to just ask him, are you ready to win? And I said, see, that's the confidence and cockiness I want to see out of my man. John Lynch is going to be a badass. I bet you're going to have players playing for us that we never would have imagined. And the only thing I
I'm
worry myself.
smiling just thinking about the team in the next 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yes.
no matter what we do with this pick, it's gonna be a decent.
I
It's
feel
gonna
like-
be good for the future. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think there's nothing we could do wrong with it. Like,
Well, there's gonna be some growing
yeah,
pains,
I don't know.
but it ain't gonna look nothing like it did last year. It's gonna be that kind of thing where I think we're gonna say, we'll look at that, we'll say, you know what? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Give him a few more minutes. I got a feeling that's what it's gonna be like. You know, because last year we
it
knew.
was kind of like with Ezekiel Elliott when he first came in. He had those first 2 bad games. Like,
Yeah.
he just didn't play well at all.
Yeah.
And then he just started beasting up at the very end, or towards the middle.
Man, I tell you, Dallas and Dallas and Atlanta, next 5 years, as soon as the 49ers get the legs up from underneath them, the next 5 years are going to be hell trying to deal with Atlanta and Dallas. Ooh, damn. Let me Isaac, hold on. Let me get Rich in. Rich. I don't know. Rich. Come in, Rich. SoCal Rich.
Ronbo. what's
There
going
you
on?
are. All right. Rich, man, what's going on with you, man?
Well, man,
You feeling confident, Rich?
excited about that. Oh, feeling very confident.
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very good press conference. I think, he answered everything pretty good, and I just wanted to get a little more in depth on the Colin thing, but I guess they just don't want to do that right now.
Yeah, I know, huh?
To see what's going on, because I really want to go first in the first round. I really want to go defense
Yeah.
if it's possible. But the more stuff I'm reading, it sounds like we may go for a quarterback, and I think that's going to be a mistake. And,
Did you get that
anybody
feeling?
that's out there hasn't really proven themselves.
You say who? Who hasn't really proved? Who?
Oh no, I said. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I just missed what you said. Go ahead.
Oh no. I wanted to get more info on the Colin Kaepernick situation.
You know,
See if
and
they were going to give him a chance at least, let him compete maybe.
yeah.
I wanted to hear one of them words because I really want to go with pick up a defensive guy.
Yeah.
in the
You
first
heard
round.
you heard how they handle that though. That was interesting how they handle that question. They says, yeah, no, we're gonna look at what we have, and we're gonna make our evaluations, and we're gonna pretty much keep what we can keep. That's pretty much what it came down to. And then if
Great
not,
answer.
and they asked him about Colin Kaepernick, and they said, well, he's reached out to us, and we're gonna have a talk with him. We're going to look at it, just like we told, we're going to look at all our players and see exactly what it is that we're going to do. And if they go along the program, fine. And if not, and then they went along in that direction. So, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Colin Kaepernick. Because I don't know how
Turn the
much
page.
competition he has.
Yeah, turn the page.
Yeah.
Turn the page on Cap.
You think so, Travis? You think you're going to turn the page on that? I just don't want to burn up.
Well, I mean, from a standpoint, we need to.
Quarterback.
And the reason why I say we need to is that my contingency, if I was coming into this team, I would very much try to lure Matt Sharp out of Atlanta as a backup. I would bring him in as a starter, and I would draft one of these quarterbacks with that second pick, and I would go from there. That would give that backup time enough to learn the system and also play behind Matt Sharp and get educated by Matt Sharp on the system because he's played in Kyle Shanahan's system for so long, as a quarterback before. So, hey, that would be the best bet.
Right.
That would be the best bet because you're grooming your future then.
Okay.
You know what else? You know what else comes into play there, though, Rich?
It doesn't look too good.
No. Hey, Rich, you know what else? Rich, let me make one more point. 15 mil added to the cap. I bet you that's going to figure in. And that gives them one. That gives them a
we
cool
can get
100.
Matt Sharp cheaper than that.
Oh yeah, well not even half. Probably just half.
Oh,
of
most
that.
definitely. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even think you're gonna pay him a quarter of that. They'll drop him maybe $2 million and have him come over and say,
and he'll be happy about it.
Everybody else.
Here's another awkward situation with
happy.
Caps. His contract. If the 49ers pick up the option, then they're going to owe him that 14 or whatever it is mil, right?
Right.
But
Right.
if they drop him and say we'll renegotiate a contract, then they're going to slash Cap. Is he going to accept that? Because there's no way they're going to pay him 14 point whatever.
Oh no, I agree with you on that. No, there's no way. There's no way they're going to pay him that because again, it goes by what what other teams are offering him. And
Yeah,
Denver didn't even
yeah.
want to give him 7.
Yeah.
So,
Because Elway
no,
last
I
year, right?
don't
7.
see that. If he stays, it's going to be where they're going to have to restructure his contract and just pay him, $5 million, $6 million to see if he wants
Cap's
to
not going
stay
for
in the
that
game.
though.
But
He's not.
again, like
His agent is
said from
looking.
the get-go,
His
I
agent
just
is
want
looking
people
to
that
get
want to be
him
there.
some decent money, and that decent money gonna come from another team. It won't be us.
And the
Somebody
rebuild
be
is
stupid
on.
enough to pay that.
Yeah. Somebody might pay it though.
Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns is crazy enough to do it.
No, man, I heard they're all over Garoppolo, man. I heard their eyes are set on Garoppolo.
Yeah,
The Cleveland Browns got so much money to throw around, and they got so many picks. I think the guy said today that they will have 12 of the top 65 that's coming out.
Damn.
Correct.
So they'll have 12 picks, and they could and those 12 picks will come in before the first 65 top 65 players are off the board.
God, those are high picks.
Those are great numbers,
Golden
and
picks.
to have that kind of cap space and be able to go out in free agency also. Oh man,
Damn.
Cleveland should turn their program around immediately, man.
I mean,
But they're
next
the
year.
Cleveland Browns.
You're
Watch,
right.
they still gonna suck. They
Amos,
still gonna suck.
Yeah.
Well, Amos, go ahead, jump back in there, man.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening about that Cleveland. Like, if they don't do something this year,
Fire everybody.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy Hugh get fucking fired. They got two first rounds, 2 second rounds. Then it's possible they might trade one of those first rounds to get another first and second of next year of the following year. Like, they can just keep this damn ball rolling. Like,
right.
And then for them to not have a quarterback yet, like Hugh has to pick his quarterback this year. No questions asked. No question.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Who
They
he-
should pick one of these quarterbacks.
He's taking Deshaun, isn't he? He's taking Watson.
I think it would be Deshaun. I personally do think it would be
but
Deshaun.
who's their coordinator out in Cleveland? That's going to be the
That's a
big
good.
Yeah, who
that's a
is
good
the
question.
OC?
Yeah.
That's about Cleveland.
They got a coordinator over there. I forgot this guy's name, but they picked
Yeah.
Here, let me see.
Because Hugh's got to be calling the
They
shots.
picked some guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on top of that, you see how Watson declined to go to that Senior Bowl, and I agree with Watson did, because if Watson went to the Senior Bowl, you got your you got Cleveland offensive coordinator and head coach out there. Let's say they don't pick Watson, then no team in the first round will pick him, because if Cleveland there practicing with him for 2 weeks and then skip on him, that's letting everybody know something.
Oh,
But he said, but he
So
said
that
he's
made
competing at the
that
combine
made
though.
perfect sense, because Cleveland could have just went, you know what, we're just gonna go Garoppolo, and then all the teams are gonna be like, damn, they coached him up. He's a young guy. He's supposed to be smart. He's supposed to be a competitor, and they skipped him. What's going on?
but
And
Amos,
then boom, he's gonna drop.
Amos, I thought I heard that they asked him to play in the Senior Bowl. You're saying that
They
he did?
asked him, and he declined.
Yeah, he
they're
declined,
all
but he's gonna
declining to
compete
go anywhere,
at the combine though.
Yeah, he has no choice.
Huh?
Yeah, he's gonna throw that. He said he's gonna throw that.
He's gonna go in the combine. He got to go in the combine, but it's a Senior Bowl because the fact that the offensive coordinator and the head coach will have TLC time with him.
And you
Right.
think? No, wait. Or you think he wants that or doesn't want that, Watson?
No.
I think he's saying
skipped
he
it.
doesn't
He
want
skipped out on it. He skipped out on it because then if he gets skipped, if Cleveland picks somebody else, then that's going to drop him to like the second round, because everybody's going to be like, damn, Cleveland had time to talk to him, had time to coach him up, had time to dig in his brain, and plus they have pro day, they have the combine, and then Cleveland skip on them. That's like a big no-no to all the teams now.
Good point. You know what?
So he had to tell him, nah, I'm not going to do the Senior Bowl.
That he thought had the wherewithal to think that way is pretty clever. I thought that they were looking at him just because, for sure, they had plans on picking him up. Deshaun Brunson's name.
Well, you don't know what Cleveland's going to do, because they skipped out on two quarterbacks. Then all the quarterbacks coming out this year don't have the same hype as the ones that came out last year.
Which is interesting because they said last year this was going to be a better crop.
although they didn't perform as good as as such, but it's still the fact that these guys, these evaluators, putting question in everybody's mind. Although they skipped out on fucking Dak, and then I watched Dak college. Some college plays that he did, like earlier this week, and I'm like, how the fuck you skip out on this shit when Dak was throwing like Dak form was better than all the other quarterbacks' form? How you skip that?
They skipped on it
Kyle
because of the
didn't.
character
But
issues.
Kyle wanted them.
See, that's the thing. They
wanted them
badmouth
too.
these players, man, and put their character issues out there, and other teams buy into that bullshit and then pass
Yeah,
up on it.
exactly.
Yeah, like these,
Exactly.
I feel like just like I used to talk to my friends. I used to be like, look, the refs need to be held accountable for all the fuck up plays. Just like if you get a like a quarterback penalty, and these guys get fined. These refs got to be held accountable also, and these fucking reporters and these analysts got to be held accountable, because you can't just go ahead and promote this one guy just like they promoted Lamar Miller. And Lamar Miller wasn't another first-round running back, but then he get picked up. like how Lamar Miller, and then look at Lamar Miller. Lamar Miller, he a 3-down back, but he ain't no first-round pick. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these guys, they just it's like they getting paid by these freaking I forgot what they call these guys again, man. But they getting paid to put people up in front of other people. Because I think Mahomes played better than all these quarterbacks, and then nobody even put them up. You know how you'll put top 4? They only do top 3.
Every year. That's a promotion machine. That's the NFL promotion machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, they built the Golden Boys are now being established, and it's gonna. Watson and Trubisky are your number 1 and 2 quarterbacks. They've already got that established. They're not saying that much about Jonathan Allen. I'm kind of surprised about that. Everybody knows that Garrett has been the consensus number 1 pick in the draft this year. So, and this lays the foundation for that big show coming up in April when they do, because look at the draft day now. It goes, if you go back 10, 15, 20 years, there was no big red carpet come down there, people styling with, I think the NFL pays for some of them clothes that those guys buy. And the mama too.
It's a show now.
It's turned into a dynamic.
Ronbo,
it's like with the Oscars, huh?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't touch Allen with a 10-foot pole, man.
Yeah, now, how come?
Really?
Jonathan Allen, he only 6'2". He got no range, right? Now, you did what you did in college.
Yeah, but he's got long arms.
No, you don't got long arms. I'm not talking about Garrett. I'm talking about Jonathan Allen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Jonathan Allen.
I'm on the wrong
6'2".
guy. But they got him. They got him at 6'3", 265 pounds, supposedly.
They always add a little bit.
6'3", but
They're gonna add a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was
what
about to say. They always add a little bit, fellas. I always remember that.
They add, most days. Oh yeah, we all know that.
How you gonna be 6'2" as a DN? It's crazy. That tackle right there is gonna take care of you every time, because the tackle's always 6'6" something, and then they got a long range, and you 6'2", and Jonathan Allen, he's not known to have a motor, because he didn't have a motor that the game when he's supposed to put it all on the line. Like, I don't even think he had a sack. I wouldn't touch him, man.
I got to go back. You're right. Jonathan Allen did not play a large role in the championship game, did he? That's true. I did forget about that.
Straight up Ryan Allen. It was Ryan Anderson and Tim Williams and Foster and that safety.
Yeah, Foster was all over him. Yeah. Yeah.
Ronbo, I got one for you. You know who I want as our special team coach?
Who was that?
Charles Oakley. God damn it, did you see Charles last night?
Are you talking about NBA?
Hey, I want Charles Oakley, damn it. Did you see him? He out there whooping ass in the Knicks damn arena.
I was rolling.
Charles is always a thug, and that's why when the Knicks was playing, I said, you know what? Charles Oakley would have been a great football player. It's pretty funny you mentioned that,
Go
Trez.
down there and tell
Oh,
him.
yes. Charles Oakley would have been a hell of a football player. You hear me?
Mean man. And he's big. When Charles Oakley used to foul somebody, they was fouled. I mean, the dude be laying on the floor and can't get up for a minute.
Yeah, that
Hey,
was
look,
basketball.
if we can
Not
convert
anymore.
him his brain from basketball to football, oh shit, man, we
Man.
have a goddamn killer special team. Do
Oh,
you hear me?
that's an
Oh,
attitude.
Because if you don't go out
yeah,
there and
I'll take him
perform,
as
Charles
defensive.
liable to knock your ass out coming back to the sideline.
Woo! The Knicks of those, they was tough, man. They had about three other guys that was pretty mean too. I would tell you, man. Um, let me, who's that? Okay. Uh, who you got next? Is it Jamel? Jamel! Oh man, I haven't heard talk to Jamel in a while. Jamel!
Rumbo.
Yeah, Jamel. What's going on with you, man?
Oh shoot, just was watching watching the little meeting going on, the conference meeting. I liked everything I was hearing. It was very uplifting and a breath of fresh air.
And what gave you that feeling? In particular, any particulars?
Pretty much what John Lynch was saying. It's like everything he was saying. He's basically had you could tell that he came in with a game plan. He know what he wanted to say, and he kind of like he was prepared. Like he got a vision.
Sure. Yeah, it's nice to know he knows where he's going and how he's going to do it. I like it. I like it. Reporters kept asking him about
Yeah.
his
So
experience, but he walked right over that, and I loved it. And I loved his answer too. Well, I surround myself with a lot of good people. I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I know exactly everything I need to know. So I got Adam Peters, because they asked him about when draft day came, what did he do and how is he going to act, especially inexperienced as he was. But what they don't understand is Elway had Peters in the room when he was drafting, maybe more than once, from what I understand. So I ain't worried about him draft day.
right, yeah, because that was a major big pickup for us. With Adam Peters, because he was basically like John Elway right hand man.
Yeah. Like that.
So with the Adam Peters thing, I think that was a very good move.
And looking forward to it because Peters, man, that dude, man, he's got connections all over the league. I just can't believe. Free agency is going to be hot too. I can't wait. We got how many more weeks we got? We got 3. I think it's March the 9th. Yeah, March the 9th, the free agency begins.
Yeah, like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, and Kyle's still got to get his staff ready and lined up, and he hasn't even done all of that yet. Man, they got to hurry up. Oh, do they have to hurry up?
Right, yeah. So I'm looking forward for everything that come along. That's why it's good to just continue seeing everything just unfold.
Yeah. Yes, it's just gonna be nice. And you know what? You know what's gonna be really funny? You remember last year, Jamel? The Falcons ran off 6 games in a row. I think that was Kyle's first season was last year. He's only been with them for 2 years, right?
Right.
6 games in a row. The Falcons came blazing out. And I said, I had not realized Kyle was the OC. I said, damn, Falcons look serious this year. And then game 7 came and they went into a swoon. But, man, they was kicking ass. And actually, last year is when the Falcons came to San Francisco and we actually beat them. I mean, it was a lucky thing. I mean, we beat them in the last second. They almost came back and won that game. But still, Kyle was getting things underway. What was their record? Did they win 7 games last year?
Who?
The Falcons. I think they won 7 or 8 games last year.
They won. I think they won. I think they won like 8 or 9.
Yeah. See, although they had all kind of
9.
talent that we don't have as far as the 49ers.
Yeah, they like 8 or.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
Julio was there last year when our guys played great defense on him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a better than a 2-14 year. Damn sure am. I mean, we got a right to. And 5 and 11,
Right.
we can do better than that. So.
Yeah, I just want us to focus on more players that's playmakers. If you're not a playmaker, I don't even want us on our team.
Agreed.
That's just how I feel.
Agreed.
Like if you're not a playmaker,
Because we already got some average players. We need we game changers and playmakers. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was just
And,
pretty much. I just wanted to pretty much shout out to to the the nation, the Niner Nation, everything that we we finally coming out this ditch and we finally seeing some progress.
All right. All right, Jamel. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to shut it down now. Jamel, thanks for calling in. I'm gonna give everybody one more shot and we're gonna say good night or good afternoon. I forgot to turn it in today. All right. So Jamel, thanks for calling, man.
All right, no problem, Ronbo.
All right. Let's go to Nighthawk.
Hey. What's up, Rambo?
Hey, Nighthawk.
What's going on?
Oh man, we're just sitting there digesting everything that just happened, enjoying the fact that
I just came from work, so I just came from my job, so I missed the post game the interview.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's you look back and I just got through going all over that, so you can check it out and some of the high points I tried to highlight during the course of that meeting.
I mean, how was the press conference?
Oh, it was great. They handled it great, Nighthawk. They handled it great, man. I mean, every question they fielded smoothly and cleanly. Threw over to first base. The man is out. It was great. I mean, they ask about, let's see, they ask about Colin. They ask about the emphasis on whether they're going to be looking for players for the offense or the defense. They ask both guys about their inexperience and did they think that would be something they could get over? Would that be a problem? Let's see. Oh, they also asked Kyle about what would happen in the Super Bowl. I mean, everything that you've thought about, they got asked in this particular press conference. So that was great.
So what are they going to do about the defense of coordinators?
Yeah. DC, and they did ask. You know what? They didn't ask about that. They just told Kyle that you've got a lot of coordinators to get in before the season starts, and Kyle said, "Yeah, we know that, and they're working at it." I think we got a DC though. Now that I think about it, so maybe not.
But I think it's a. I think it's a good sign. I mean, I think we might be going Super Bowl this year.
You got a splinter defensive line. Oh yeah, we got a defensive line coach. Yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna say it's impossible to go to the Super Bowl, but boy, it would be nice. That would freak everybody out. Nobody would believe it. Nighthawk, you've always got this noise like you know how you on a basketball floor when you wear tennis shoes. What is that? Is that in your house?
No, it's nobody in the home. No, just me.
Yeah, that's also that screeching noise. Anyway, yeah. So that's what happened in that meeting. So it was interesting.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, sometimes that could be like, that'd be a surprise. If he takes us to the Super Bowl, everybody's going to be, they're going to shut up. If he goes to the Super Bowl and he went there for the fourth time, the media is going to be stupid.
Tell you what, even 49ers fans' mouths, our mouths will be dropped to the floor too. First of all, he didn't have an established quarterback in the event that the Kaepernick or doesn't start. He didn't have an established quarterback. They had people they had to plug into place. They were new, and they still got the 49ers to the Super Bowl. That would be crazy. Anyway, Nighthawk, got a call in today. Yeah, because we're getting ready to knock off. But make another point.
I'm going to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say one thing. Go Niners.
Yes. All right, Nighthawk. and no red and gold radio today. So yeah, you take care, but I see you tomorrow though. Okay.
Okay, man.
All right, Trez, come on back, Trez. Your closing statements, Trez. All right, Amos, you want to add anything?
Yo, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, before I go, I just wanted to say that Shanahan kind of made it hard for us to like analyze and see where he would go as far as how the offense would be. He pretty much stated that he's going to like everybody that he feels that he want to go with, he's going to make the playbook and actually, put them in where he fit. And that's kind of hard because then kind of saying that he's going to keep a lot of the guys that's already on the staff.
Amos, can I get a little closer to your mic,
No.
or speak a little louder for it? I'm having a little trouble hearing you there.
No,
Oh, there you. Hey,
you didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, no, I hear you now. That's perfect. Stay right where you are. Yeah, go ahead. Continue then.
Okay, so pretty much, you know how when Shanahan when they asked Shanahan, okay, what kind of quarterback and kind of offense and what is his plans on draft and all that stuff, and he pretty much gave like a real vague answer, so it's kind of hard to like gauge on what kind of offense we're gonna have. You know, you would think that we're gonna get the same offense like how Falcons have, so we might go for like a receiver right now, so we can get our big fast receiver now, and then do some moves on the second round or whatever. But it's kind of hard because he said he's gonna. It don't matter on what type of quarterback. So if I draft a running quarterback, then I'm gonna have a running system. If I get a passing quarterback, I'm gonna have a passing system. He kind of gave a vague answer, so it's kind of hard to like pinpoint where we're gonna be.
And do you blame him?
Defense.
And do you blame him though? You know what? You don't want to give away no information, Amos. Are you feeling him on that?
Yeah.
He did not give away any specifics.
And then what I love, we had Jed York said it himself that we're gonna have secrecy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. I
know.
I don't want nobody knowing shit. Although I want to know stuff, I don't want nobody knowing shit.
Thank you. That's it. Because nobody needs to get no advantages on the 49ers, knowing in their head what to do, Because they're going to, because it's like, you know what? Because we built our team to beat the Hawks and the Cardinals in the West, right? See, so, they'll be doing that to the 49ers soon enough. So don't give them no head start. Yeah.
And another thing before I go, it's something I want you to think about, everybody to think about, how Shanahan offense is going to be spreaded like real thin across the NFL. Like we're going to be in like 4 different teams. That offense, because his quarterback coach is going to be at the Rams. Then you got a couple guys who was at Washington that went to Cleveland, and then you got us here. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know.
So it's like Rams is going to be, that team is going to be hard to defeat going forward, because then they're going to have our playbook.
They got Matt LaFleur. That's what I'm hoping. You know what though? They got what they learned from Kyle. I hope Kyle alters his own playbook. And he's got that kind of intelligence. He'll alter his own playbook that it's not going to be similar. And the mistake those teams are making, now our defense will be set up to beat them. See, that's why I don't know. They plan on doing the same thing in those other places as well. Because if you're going to do what Kyle does, who's going to beat the old master? Kyle will just go tell, listen, I've got the antidote for everything they're going to run, but they don't necessarily know what I'm going to do. That would be an advantage for us, I think, actually.
Yeah. You see how who beat the Seahawks this year in the playoffs?
And Kyle beat him to death too.
You might as well say Dan Quinn, because it was Dan Quinn defense against Dan Quinn defense, because Dan Quinn made that
defense exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
And then they kept it and just moved on. Moved over to like linebacker coach moved them to DC, and then DB coach moved them to DC. Yeah. So that's Dan Quinn, because Dan Quinn the one that brought them to the Super Bowl.
Dan Quinn said, "How you gonna beat me?" Dan Quinn said, "How you gonna beat me with my shit?" So
with my shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
So that's what I was. I wanted to pass that over, make everybody think for a little bit.
Love it. All right, Amos. Let me. We'll be back in red and gold tomorrow, man. Yeah. Great to have you call in. Talk to you later. All right, Rich. Hey, Rich down in SoCal way. Yo, Rich. Did I lose you, Rich? Rich may be he may be laying on his sofa and may have passed out. Rich. Rich. All right. Is Trez still with us? Trez. Wait. Has everybody got Trez? All right. Well, guys, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's fun checking that out. I feel better about the team, man, because I know. I mean, I was feeling good anyway, because, optimism when it comes to the 49ers, I overdo that anyway. What we heard today just laid another level of cockiness we can start to feel very soon. And we know we ain't going to no Super Bowl. Well, some of us. As you know, Nighthawk does expect us to be in the Super Bowl next year. I'm laughing about just saying, wow, what would that be, right? So anyway, see you tomorrow. Red and Gold Radio, 7 p.m. BST. Have a great day. Niners!